Bennett Davidson here with EuroHooplife. We're interviewing Daniel Santiago and about a team experience that he had over in Puerto Rico. Daniel, how you doing these days?
Man, doing good, man. Staying inside and trying to stay safe.
Outstanding. Best way to do it. I know where to find you, so that's why we're knocking out some of these interviews. We're going to talk. You want to talk about one team specifically? What was the team name? Go into a little bit of details how you got the job and what it was like there.
Well, the team was called the Guaynabo Mets, and this was probably in around 2012, 2013, if I'm not mistaken. And I'd been playing in the Puerto Rican League for a long time. You know, my background is Puerto Rican. I played for the national team, so it's not like the team really, you know, doesn't know who I am or anything. Obviously, that's one of the reasons why they had me on the team, is because I was a national team player. I had my agent and I, we set up a very good contract, like we always do. And there was just some things that they didn't, you know, achieve in the contract that they said that they would. And, you know, that was basically where the whole argument came into play.
So
they never paid that part.
So this is something where you and your agent were kind of battling with the team in whether it be payments, whether it be a living situation, or just an aspect of the contract.
Right. It was just a certain aspect that we had in the contract. They had agreed to it. Everything was signed, you know, just like it is in the contract. And they, you know, for whatever reason, wouldn't pay, didn't think that they needed to pay it or whatever it was. So we were like, all right, well, we'll just send it to the to F.I.B.A. and see how that goes.
And how was that process? Can you go into details about how that process was? We were talking earlier that your agent did a lot of the work, but obviously as a player where you're putting in the hours of time into the physical labor and you're not getting your money's received, what was the emotional side of things? What was the arbitration like? And how did your agent take care of that?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Throughout my whole career, I really try to have my agent deal with the whatever grievance it is, whether it's the money.
Who was your agent?
At that time, I've been working with Mark Bartelstein, Priority Sports. They're out of Chicago, and Andy Schiffman was the one that was helping me out with the whole situation. So he does a lot of at that time he was doing a lot of the European guys, and so like I would work with him, and so you know he obviously advised me, you know, hey, look, this is a situation. Do you want to pursue it? You know, and we were just like thinking about it, praying about it, and just said, you know what, hey, you know, that was in the contract. Everything is very clear. You know, they owe us the money, and it wasn't a super big amount, but it was, you know, it's big enough. And
what do most players, if they don't file the arbitration, what do most players in the past, what did they used to do if the arbitration process wasn't sought after?
I mean, I think, you know, depending on the agent, I think a lot of guys just don't know. I think a lot of guys will just try to, you know, and some of the teams will do this too. They'll try to talk to the general manager or whoever it is that they think is in charge.
Yep.
And I know the teams rather talk to the player rather than the agent. And so that was something that a lot of teams do. And I just really try to steer clear of that. You know, if there was something that I felt like I could do.
So as a recommendation on your own personal experience, you would say, hey, find an agent who has past arbitrations filed against different teams and knows the process and is willing to be able to step up for you.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's, you know, that's a very important part of the process of electing an agent. You know, do you feel that this agent is experienced enough? And you might, you know, like you said in some of the videos, you might have to call around other players, and you know that's usually how it goes. You know, guys recommend other guys, but you do want to have somebody that has experience on that, because you know sooner or later, you know, hopefully you have a long career. Sooner or later, you're gonna run into a team that, you know, doesn't want to pay, or they're trying to be a little sneaky.
Okay. Well, Daniel, thank you. Any other tidbits of information on the Puerto Rican team? How did the arbitration end up for you?
Well, you know, we filed it. We won it. We won the case, and really what was the only thing left to do was have the team pay. But the team was not playing at the time. They disbanded or whatever they call it. And from what my understanding was, the franchise moved to a different town, and they were under a different name, but it was still the same. It was still the same team.
Same individuals owning the team and managing it and funding.
Yeah, and sometimes the owners, it might be a different owner, but they still have like, it's still the same team. It's just they went to a different town. And there's teams that'll do that, and then they'll come back. Like right now, they're back, but now they're saying they're a new franchise.
Yeah.
So the old franchise are the ones that have to deal with that. So it's just very funny how they do that, and very sneaky. And I think that F.I.B.A needs to be a little more involved in those kinds of cases, and just have some people on the ground.
Shady practices of international FIBA basketball teams and their managers.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the next episode we talk about.
Yeah.
All right, Danny. Any other way that people can get in contact with you? They have more ways to reach out to you. What's the best way to reach out to you?
Man, best way to reach out, I guess, is, cell phone. I don't mind giving that out. 941-284-3819. That's pretty much.
We started talking on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'm also on LinkedIn as well. So you can just look up my name on LinkedIn and contact me that way as well, man. I have a YouTube channel, but that's really just for old basketball videos of the glory day.
The old Grady video VHS cassette.
Yeah. There's a couple of those, but there's some digital in there, man. I ain't that old.
Outstanding. Good talking to you, and thank you for your intellect and your insight.
No problem. Anytime, man. Love what you're doing.
Thanks. Bye.